Yeah, we stumbled upon James Harden because, to me, he's a story because he's not a story. Normally, we're talking about James Harden. We're like, oh, he wants out of here, not happy here, ball dominant. Lead the league in scoring, but you don't show up in the playoffs. And all these things are true. But now we haven't talked about James Harden. And James Harden quietly is averaging, 21 and 11?
Yeah, 21, 11 assists to lead the league, and 6 rebounds. His turnovers are down. His shooting percentage is up.
And I also understand, I've got the MVP here. And if you start to look at when you understand who you're playing with and that you don't need to do everything, you can go back to Oscar Robertson when he played for the Cincinnati Royals. Dominated. Was the best guard in the game. He averaged a triple-double, of course, in the early 60s. And then all of a sudden, he realized he's not winning anything in Cincinnati. He got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, and he went there as a point guard and realized I had Lou Alcindor, who, of course, became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Oscar understood his role. And they ended up winning an NBA championship. His stats went down, but the production of what he was doing for that team, and that was a really balanced team there, coached by Larry Costello, but they ended up winning an NBA championship. Can James Harden be that? Where you go from getting 35 to maybe you get 20, 25. But all you need to do is show up. Show up in a couple of big games because you do have a good team. I like Tyrese Maxey a lot. Embiid's going to be your MVP, and Doc Rivers get a chance to go into the playoffs. I can't figure out the Celtics. The Celtics, as great as they appear to be, aren't dangerous. It's like they almost plateaued. And I remember earlier in the year, I was hearing from Celtic fans, you're not talking about our team. Okay, we are now. You lost your coach, and you're still a good team, but they don't feel threatening. And you let Embiid put 52 on you? That doesn't happen very often. And Embiid shot 80% in that game. It just feels like, Jason Tatum's wonderful, but there are times I feel like it feels like a scrimmage to him. There's no, really passion. Does this really mean a lot to you? And they're great players. And if you say, well, they're coasting into the playoffs, okay. And maybe they go back to the NBA Finals. But then maybe they don't. Because right now, are they better than Philly? Are they better than Milwaukee? And they're probably not. But watching that last night, and maybe it didn't mean anything to Boston, but it did mean a lot to Joel Embiid, and he showed that to you last night, putting up 52. All right, Seton, what kind of poll question are we going to go with?
We should go off one with James Harden. I'm not exactly sure how to word it.
Okay.
Because we could do we're tinkering around with a James Harden overrated, overhated. But that feels a little dated, if we can keep rhyming. Maybe he's James Harden underappreciated or role player?
Yeah, Paulie.
I may have one, and again, I'm working this out live. So
Workshop.
it's probably going to be a mess.
Right, workshop.
James Harden has had a great career. Was that fair to say? He's going to the Hall of Fame, all that stuff. Didn't he lead the league in scoring a couple times and assists a couple times?
Yeah.
Even how you answer that is interesting. You went, yeah, they had a great career, and that's okay because it doesn't feel great because he didn't win an NBA title or really even compete for one.
He doesn't play well in the postseason.
He led the league in scoring 3 times, 36 and 34. He's led the league in assists now twice.
Yeah.
Stats-wise, he's a monster.
Yes.
Is there any other athlete?
Give me a playoff memory with James Harden.
What athlete would be best served career-wise by an NBA title that they're directly responsible for?
Yes, Marv.
He was on a team where they missed 27 straight three-pointers.
Yeah. That's his legacy.
Okay.
You said playoff memory.
Yeah.
But let's say he happened to help them, and it was him and Embiid. It wasn't just Embiid, to an NBA title in Philly.
Well, they're not winning a title unless somebody helps Embiid.
Yeah. But so he would get even more credit at this point in his career. 33, we've seen his best work, you would think.
Yeah, but maybe he realizes now that he could get those points. And then, remember there was a story where he was going to go back to Houston? And I went, why would Houston take James Harden back? You got a young team. Why would you do that? Why would you stunt their growth by bringing James? You're not winning anything. By the way, congratulations to the Pistons. They have they secured the worst record in the NBA.
Yeah. We knew you could do it.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, although I thought it was going to be Houston. But now I guess they have the best odds for Victor Wembanyama. What is it, 14%? Is that what it is? So they have the worst record in the NBA. By the way, this season, players averaging at least 20 points and 8 assists per game. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players who are doing that. Luka, Ja Morant, Trae Young, the Joker, James Harden, and Tyrese Halliburton. So Harden is doing what he needs to do. And if you're a pass first and you're going to get 11 assists per game, that would be ideal for Philadelphia. And having that weapon who can get you 30 if you need to. But if he knows what he's best served doing, then great. And I think if Embiid knows what to expect, because it goes through Embiid, everything should go through him. It used to go through James Harden. But now with Embiid, and you saw what he did leading the NBA in scoring.